Hi, I'm Cellestia, and today I will be completing the Deathwing Spine encounter on my SPriest. This is post-patch 7.0.2. Now, although you are heavily geared at this point, or you should be this close to the end of the expansion, this is still a very mechanic-heavy fight, so it's really important to pay attention to the mechanics if you want to survive the encounter. The story behind the fight is that a glancing strike from the Dragon Soul has destroyed one of Deathwing's large armor plates on his spine and loosened another 3. The aim of the fight is to remove all 3 of these plates that remain in order to give Thrall a chance to get a clear shot at taking Deathwing out. Through the entire encounter, the most important mechanic to pay attention to is the mechanic of roll. Deathwing will try to throw players from his back when he senses that you're standing on the same side of his spine. During a roll, all players will be thrown clear. If you're soloing, obviously that's just you. That means the encounter is over, you have wiped, and you will have to begin again. This mechanic goes throughout the entire fight, so you'll need to pay attention to this as well as all of the other mechanics that are going on at the time. When the encounter begins, you're dropped onto a platform where there are 4 corruption. The corruption are the burning tendrils, which you can see flipping around the screen. These corruption will cast searing plasma at random raid members, which generally just does a little bit of damage. I'm sure it used to do a lot more than it does now. These attacks, though, should not be a problem because you are going to go ahead and kill all but one of these corruption straight away. Once you've killed the corruption, they will then spawn a hideous amalgamation. These hideous amalgamations need to be killed, leaving only one behind. Then from the hole where the corruptions once stood, they will start to spawn corrupted bloods. Corrupted bloods are the small flaming blobs which you can see moving towards you. When a corrupted blood is killed, it deals a little bit of damage and leaves behind a residue. The residue will slowly start to make its way back towards the hole that it came from, and if it makes it there, then it will reconstitute and become a corrupted blood all over again. We need to kill these corrupted bloods and then drag the only remaining hideous amalgamation across the residue in order for him to begin gaining stacks. You'll be able to see when I click on the hideous amalgamation, the number of stacks next to his name start to count up. We need to drag him across 9 of the corrupted bloods in order to force him into his next phase. Once he has 9 stacks, he will go nuclear, so he'll have a big swirling yellow ball in his stomach. At that point, you need to drag him close to the plate that you want to blow off and DPS him down until he starts to cast his nuclear explosion. At that point, that will do enough damage to release the next part of the spine or shake it loose enough that you can see what's underneath it. At that point, you want to target a burning tendon, which will appear underneath the plate. As soon as that tendon appears, it will start casting Seal Armor Breach. If the cast is completed before you've killed the burning tendon, then the armor will be resealed and you will have to begin the entire process again. After the plate has been successfully removed, once you've killed the burning tendon, then the platform will become larger and another 2 corruptions will appear. At this point, the fight is rinse and repeat. Leave the corruption standing that you had standing before, and kill the 2 new corruptions, forcing 2 new hideous amalgamations to spawn. Make sure that you kill one of these hideous amalgamations straight away to prevent him from gaining stacks from the corrupted bloods. Then drag your remaining hideous amalgamation over the corrupted blood residues, and you'll see that they continue to come towards you at a much faster rate now that you have more holes along the spine. So at this point, the fight should begin to get a little bit quicker. Don't be surprised if you take a little bit of damage at the crossover point. I tend to use a speed shield in order to get me from one side of the spine to the other, but I don't heal at all in this fight, so it's not enough damage to make you have to stop and cast a heal, which is generally a good thing given that you need to continue to move from one side of the spine to the other throughout this entire process. Now, you can do a little bit of damage to the hideous amalgamation before he has gone and gotten all 9 of his stacks. Just be careful not to kill him, because if you kill him, you'll need to kill the remaining corrupted tendril in order to spawn another hideous amalgamation and start over again. If you need to do that though, don't worry, the tendril will resprout. At that point, the fight is complete, and you may now collect your loot, which you've definitely earned. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can catch more of me on Twitch if you're interested. Have a great day, guys.